after this. But my point is, if the guys at the top of the rotation are not doing the job, then I think that we need to look at somebody else. And there's numbers and talent in those numbers elsewhere. So unlike cornerback, where if the guys at the top of the rotation are not doing the job, then we got to go pull somebody from a different position. If the guys at wide receiver are not doing the job, then we look at the next person on the depth chart and the next person on the depth chart. And hey, look, maybe we steal jobs. You know what I mean? Amon Richards stole job and then had what? A record-setting freshman season. I'm not saying that any of these freshmen are going to have that, but let those young ones get out there. And it's one of those things where these young guys are probably they don't even have fear because they don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? It's just like a thing where like, cool, I'm going to go out and make plays. It's like, well, you have this big situation and blah, blah. It's like, no, I'm just going to run my route and then whatever's going to happen, irregardless. Oh, that's a Miami word. I'm sorry. Irrespective of anything else, I'm not paying attention to all the other constructs around it. I'm just going to go out there and make a play because I'm young and that's what I'm here to do and not necessarily think about the larger thing. You tell me what to do, coach, and I'm going to go get that job done. And then the coach can think about the wider scope of things. But like, yeah, I mean, Mike Harley had a nice catch, made a guy miss, a couple things on the day. Mark Pope, I would definitely like to see more from him because I've been singing his praises for years.
He fumbled punt, and he was definitely a 5-star recruit. So
I mean, look, I never wanted him to be on punt return. And this is funny, like way back in the day when Philip Dorsett was here, I had 2 tweets back to back, and I said, like or retweet this tweet if you think that Philip Dorsett should be the punt returner. And I waited a minute, and then I followed that up with ... so I can block you because you're stupid. And and Philip Dorsett actually popped in my mentions, or he quote tweeted me and LOL'd me and called me stupid or whatever. Shut up, Google. And then like other people, and then finally he was taken off the punt return, and then Stacey Coley housed one the next game. Yeah. And I'm like, that's who I wanted out there, like the kind of thing. And I think because Philip Dorsett was better as a kickoff returner. And I think the same thing is true with Mark Pope. I think that if you give him a kickoff return kind of a situation, he's better suited than that. But we have other guys who I think are better fit at punt returner.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So my last question for you is I need your prediction, man. I need your prediction for this Saturday. I'm going 31-27 Canes. And I'm a little worried about it, but I do think that we can pull out a victory at the end. So let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I think. One sec. I'm back. My Google Home was being stupid and it's like yelling over my shoulder. I just had to tell it to stop. Because it's listening to me podcast, which hey, I guess happens. There are things to like. In terms of Miami versus Louisville. Louisville, I think Marshy tweeted it out, or it might have been Andrew Farrelly, one of our new contributors, about how they're very small up front on defense. So if we're wanting to lean in the run game or find a way to run the ball, that's a thing that, could lend itself positively to Miami, obviously, especially seeing what happened last week. Last time that we played last year, the quarterback set a Miami Hurricanes program record for touchdown passes. I don't know if it's the exact same defense, but that's another thing that, okay, passing opportunities are still going to be there. And if you look at their game against Western Kentucky, there were passing opportunities for that team as well. So passing opportunities are going to be there, but these are opportunities that you need to capitalize on. So that's only kind of half of the battle. In terms of defense, Louisville's going to put up points. They are, and they do have a wide array of playmakers. It's really, to me, going to come down to who holds onto the ball. Because if whichever team wins the turnover battle is going to win the game. And I know Miami did not get a turnover last week, and hopefully we finally see whatever the new version of the turnover chain is on the road this week. But no, this is going back to what I was saying in every preview that I wrote and everything that I've said before. During the original schedule, I said 7-5 and proved me wrong. With the updated schedule because of COVID, I said 7-4 and proved me wrong. And this is going to be one of the 4. So I think that going in, Louisville is probably going to find a way to win. Just because I don't trust this team. And I especially, like I said, because of that stat before, I don't trust this team on the road. And I need them to show me this year right now, or this week right now on Saturday night, that this is different. And until they do, I'm going to have to be the dissenting voice and think that Miami loses.
I don't blame you for saying that, man. I mean, I kind of want to say the same thing, but I got bitched at for not being positive.
Same.
But on the podcast, but I think this game could go either way, man. These are the games that Miami has lost in the past 15 years, and that
Exactly.
And no other reason. Like I mean, people always ask me on Twitter, like, oh, why do you have Miami losing? Because I don't have a reason. This is just Miami. This is just the Miami that I know. Like, I don't know the 2001, 2002 Canes that could go into Gainesville and kick ass. I don't know the teams that could go into Tallahassee. Well, I guess we kicked the
I mean, that's not the tough proposition that it once was. But, I mean, I was a freshman in 2000. I know those teams. You know, I was there and I saw them with my own eyes. These guys aren't those.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, this Miami team is not that 2001 team or 2000 even, outside of a trip to Washington, which started terribly. But if there was another quarter, we definitely would have won that game. But obviously you play, the game in the construct that it is. But yeah, this is not that. So we have to be realistic, and that's why I'm being pragmatic. Again, just like you're talking about, this is who Miami has been. This is what Miami has done. But like I'm saying, I hope that they prove me wrong. I hope De'Aaron King comes out and plays like 2018, De'Aaron King. I hope that defense comes out with its hair on fire and gets 4 turnover chains. I hope that the running game still leans on guys. I hope that these wide receivers create separation, catch balls, and make plays after the catch. I want, to make kicks, have great punts if we have to punt. I want all of those things to come together. I want it to be like that 2017 Notre Dame game, which, except for one drive, was a perfect game pitched on all 3 phases by the Miami Hurricanes. I want to see that happen. I just don't know if they can. And just like you're saying, they've proven actually over time that they cannot do that. So I'm going to think that they can't and hope that they prove me wrong. And this is the first step towards something big.
I hope you're right, man. Marsh predicted a loss before the season to Louisville. I predicted a loss to Louisville in our reaction podcast to the UAB game, because I was just a mess after that game. Thoroughly unimpressed. I don't know, man. I thought we looked very soft on defense in the first half. I've rewatched the game since, and I felt a little more comfortable. I just there was just a few aspects of our performance that I just thought, like, this won't match up well against ACC opponents. I've softened on that a little bit, but I'm just saying, like you're, I think we're all in the same group of people that are very, very cautious about this Louisville game for all the reasons that we've brought up today. I think my final prediction, because this is the last time, you guys will hear from me on Fours Up until after the game is played. I think I'm going to go with 38-35 Miami, but I'm with you guys. This is like a coin flip game. Like, I will very much not be surprised if it's a Louisville win or a Miami win, or I'm actually thinking about this game might come down to the leg of Jose Borregales, which it's nice to have him in instead of other options that we've had in the past. So
facts.
Yeah. I think this game is one of those games that could define the season. I mean, if we win, then it gives us a whole bunch of confidence, especially going into FSU week, and right. the belief that we can, rattle off 8-9 wins here in the regular season. Because I said 8-3, you said 7-4, Jordan says 9-2. I don't. This is a defining game, and I don't think people are taking it seriously enough. But that's Canes fans for you. But Cam, I can't thank you enough, man. I know I texted you a short notice, and
all good.
You coming on the show. We got to have you on more, man. And so whenever you have time and you want to hop on and talk some Canes and some entourage, we'd love to have you, man.
Nah, we'll save the entourage for the off the mic chat, since we gave him plenty. But like I said, I appreciate you guys having me. Obviously, you guys are doing a great job, if nobody else says that. And I know that lots of people are saying that. And, I see the numbers that you put up on Twitter and, the rankings and everything. So congratulations on the success so far. Guys, keep pushing. Obviously, go Canes, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks again, Cam.
Good, man. Take care.
No worries. See ya.
Yeah. Cool, man. Wow. Always love having Cam on. He's
I love him.
incredible in every way. You know,
He's awesome, dude. He is like, just a little shout out to Cam. That dude has helped me so much over the past few years, like with State of the U and things like that. Like he's the best. I love him.
Cool. Yeah, I really need to make an effort to get to know him better. You know, I've only chatted a few times with him. All of them have been media related in terms of doing podcasts or, you know, video broadcasts or stuff like that with him. But he definitely knows more than I ever will about Miami football, and he just seems like a good dude. Like he's a guy that I want to get to know on a personal level, you know.
Absolutely. And he shares a lot of the same thoughts as we do as well. I mean, he predicted a loss.
You mean correct thoughts, Marsh?
Yes.
If we think them, then they are law, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I mean, he predicted a loss, and so you can't really blame him for doing that. I think a lot of people are under the assumption, for some damn reason, that this is going to be the same game as last year, and we're going to win 52-21 or 52-27, whatever it was. And wake up!
That was a statistical outlier.
This isn't some la-di-da fantasy world where the 2001 Canes are running through the goddamn tunnel. Wake up and realize that this is going to be a close game, and a game that Miami very well could lose. I don't think we're going to lose, but it very well could happen. Very well could happen. There's a reason why we are now the underdogs going into Saturday. So
I think it's in the top 3 most losable games on our schedule.
Yes.
I think this is a more losable game than Virginia Tech right now.
I don't disagree with you, honestly. I really, really do not. Just because it's early in the season, we're still trying to work out some depth chart issues, and they have a fast as hell offense, and so Canes fans don't be idiots.
And we have a slow as hell defense.
Slow as hell defense. Slow as hell front seven, that's for sure. I don't know, man. Like, Canes fans need to wake up and be rational and go into this game. Don't lose your goddamn mind I'm sorry I'm cursing too, but don't lose your mind if we get behind or if we lose. Don't go crazy on Twitter asking for the firing of one person or the firing of another. Just go into the game with an open mind. This is our first real test of the season, and let's come out with the dub, man. If we come out with the W when we record on either Saturday or Sunday, I
feel good.
Tell you how happy, how thankful I will be if we come out of Louisville, Kentucky with a win on Saturday. And hey, this guy just offered me tickets. I may be there. I may just say, screw it. I'm going to Kentucky.
Dude, start driving. Start driving. You can make it.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
If you leave right now, you might make it.
If I leave right now, I could make it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just be smart about this game, and don't be stupid. And I loved this episode. Matt was a great guest. Cam was great as always, and man, I'm excited for Saturday. Let's kick off, man. Let's go. I'm ready to freaking. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could run faster to the running backs than McLeod and Jennings right now. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, so this Louisville game, the UAB game is one where style points mattered to me. I was very interested to see what we looked like and then wanted to project that across the season. I know it was game 1, things change, people settle and get more comfortable, stuff like that. But I think it's important to watch that first game for potential storylines, because not everything we saw will last throughout the season, but some of those things will. Some of these problems that we saw in game 1, we will have all season. And that's important for guys like me and you to pick up on because, we talk about this stuff, right? And so style points really mattered to me in that UAB game. It was a game that we had no business losing, and so mostly you're just going to critique the performance. I don't care how we win this Louisville game. I just want to see a win.
Yeah, I don't care if we win 10-7.
Yeah,